All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell. Well, I know that we're all being extremely careful because no matter where we go, and I'm out right now, and this is a very rare occasion for me because I'm actually trying to implement some of the things, because it can hurt, that they're asking us to do. Now, everybody has their own sentiments and thoughts concerning this coronavirus thing. I do as well. Nevertheless, at the same time, there's no need in us running around and practicing being fools. And I realize that there's a lot of conspiracy theories and things and everything going on out there. Last night, before I went to bed, and I was wondering why I had certain thoughts, concerning certain things. And I realized that they had said that we are now getting ready to head off into the 2-week period of time where probably is going to be the most powerful of the curve, and they're impending, or they're expecting a whole lot of deaths, which we'll see, because independent news sources have a total different perspective and point of view than the mainstream news media. And let's just tell the truth. All of us are losing confidence in our country, which is warranted. And we're watching a lot of things take place today that we're just simply unsure of. And one reason why we're unsure of it, because simply a lot of things just don't make no damn sense today. It just simply don't. And it's hard to put two and two together when you have this thing allegedly started in China. And I'm going to say allegedly, because just because the government or just because the news media gets out in front of something and they tout something as gospel truth and stuff, that doesn't mean that we have to believe it. That doesn't mean that we have to do like they do I just don't believe it. I don't believe everything that the news media says, and I damn sure don't believe everything that the government says, because I know the history of our government and the way they've done people, especially our veterans in the past. But I tell you, if there's going to be these 2 weeks that they're saying, I would do whatever I can to try to stay away from Americans. But the one thing I have noticed about Americans, if they have never, ever concentrated on being clean, and of course, there's an old statement, cleanliness is next to godliness. This is probably about the most godly time that we've ever had in our country, in the history of our country, because people are definitely trying to practice being clean, including the people who don't look too clean. But it would behoove us to take heed, and it would behoove us, just like I've been seeing people. This is the time for people to really, truly start reflecting and to start truly being kind to each other out here, because think about this. If this is a trial run to a real pandemic, can you imagine what type of death that would take place? Can you imagine what type of carnage could take place? And could you imagine, and this is given a hypothetical situation, but let's look at this thing. Could you imagine that if this is a real deal, a real true pandemic on an epidemic scale all throughout the world, could you truly imagine waking up and then next thing you know, you have dead people next to you? And the hospitals can't help, the government can't help. Everybody has to take care of their own dead. Everybody has to take care of their own situation, circumstances. The trucks are not running to the store. Food sources and their resources are down. Imagine this. And I've been screaming and hollering for over 20 years about preparing yourself. And again, I'm still getting a lot of people thanking me for all the wisdom and all the knowledge I've given them over the years. And I continue to say, you're welcome. Hey, let this be an opportunity for us to actually truly stay prepared, stay with a preparedness mindset. So I'll tell you what, we're going to do what we can, all that we can, to make sure that we, just hunker down for a few weeks. At least the one thing, give us a time to reflect, give us a time to actually think, which that could be a good or bad thing. And it gives us time to really, truly see what the hell's going on in the day and time and hour we're living in. So try to at least take this serious as far as your preparation goes. You have a good day.